dad. Hi, it's Annie.
And we're off.
Happy birthday to us.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Oh, I don't want to get copywritten.
To us.
Annie. And that's the girl who played the tortoise and the hare in 2008.
And that was my sort of my coming out party, if you will.
Happy birthday to Long Story Short. We're recording this on Tuesday, June 23rd.
2020.
2026, which is exactly a year ago today that we uploaded our first episode.
Yeah.
Do we want to do a little little retrospective on how we're feeling after this first year of the pod?
Absolutely. And can I just say, I'm fully aware that I did not press record when we recorded last, but it does feel sort of serendipitous that we weren't really supposed to record and post on the day of Long Story Short's first birthday.
Yet here we are.
We
did have a whole episode we recorded and then it deleted.
We recorded it right after the Knicks won. It was really exciting. We talked about the pandemonium in the city, and
my friend was on top of a bus.
Right, and
I wanted to be on top of the bus. Annie peed her pants.
I peed my pants in the middle of 7th Avenue when they won, and then almost went to the bathroom.
The way you're holding that is very precarious. Oh.
If you're watching, instead of just listening, just know we did it, baby. So yeah, let's do a moment of reflection.
Does it feel like it's been longer or shorter than a year? Long story or shorter than a year?
Exactly, just about.
Yeah, I think I agree.
How many episodes have we done?
This is 33.
And there's 52 weeks in a year. Okay. Consistency, we don't need to do our business meeting right now.
No, this does not need to be our annual business review.
I feel like it feels like just about a year. It's really weird to me that in a couple months you got engaged a year ago. And it's weird to me that
a lot has happened since we started this podcast.
That's what I mean. But I don't feel like, oh my God, it's only been a year, or how has a year already gone by? I feel like it's been.
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel?
I think I feel the same. I will say, so yesterday when I was looking for or 2 days ago when I was looking for our lost audio file from what will henceforth be known as the lost episode.
The lost episode.
I had to click through a bunch of old episodes to try to find it, to no avail. But
of course, because it wasn't recorded.
Because it wasn't there.
Right.
But it was kind of fun. Listen, there were all these little random conversations we had. I would click into an audio. We'd be talking about the most random shit. And I'd be like, when did we talk about that?
Yeah.
But it was fun and cute. And I don't know. I'm very proud of us for having 33 episodes. I agree. I'd love to be a little more consistent in this year. But
no,
33 is a lot.
33 is a lot. And also, to your point, to me, the most wild thing is that the podcast feels like 1/100th of the conversations we have.
Yeah.
And we've done 33 episodes in a year. So just imagine
how much we yap with each other.
How much volume.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm really proud of us. I'm really excited. I feel like year 2, we're going to do a little bit more I feel like year 1, we got our footing. Mm-hmm. We felt I don't know. I hope people that listen who don't know us, which I know there are people, which is really exciting. I hope people feel like they know us now. I think this year we want to bring in some people to talk about important things.
Yeah.
Not that we're going to have guests every time we record, but I do think that bringing in the people in our life and the people that we know in New York and getting different perspectives on just
fun things
or
things.
relevant topics is going to be the next chapter. Not that it will look that different, but
no, I think the word of the next year is for me, tell me if you agree, is growth, which
yes.
I don't even necessarily just mean growth of people listening, although we'd love that, but I just think I think we want to, like, to your point, like, grow the way and evolve, like, the things we talk about. We're always going to talk about my black tongue and Annie peeing her pants on 7th Avenue. But I just think, yeah, like, there are a lot of cool people in our lives that I think would have a lot of amazing things to bring.
Exactly.
To our listeners.
I think we have fun telling anecdotes and stories and talking about important things. But like, to your point, I think we could grow in bringing like some experts in and some people who can like share their wisdom too, because we've talked a lot on this podcast.
We have a little wisdom, but like
not much.
All of it. I also think, I know we say this all the time. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I know we say this all the time, but if you have enjoyed, first of all, like, thank you for listening. I feel like we didn't expect people to enjoy listening as much as they have. So I really we both really appreciate that. And also, like, I know we say this a lot, but following us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, rating us 5 stars, following us on socials, and I would say most importantly, like, if there are people in your life who you think would enjoy listening to Long Story Short, like, let them know about it. Because I feel like that's the hardest thing with podcasts is just like finding new listenership. So anyway,
absolutely,
that's our little plug and our little thank you.
Yeah,
and I'm very excited for the next year.
Absolutely, and I do think that like last thing, and this is probably boring for some people, but I do think I'm really proud of us. When I was looking, we didn't really know when her first birthday was at first. We knew it was in June. We couldn't remember the day we actually posted. We've come a long way in terms of just like, given that it's just us two, like editing, we've like added video. We have like we don't film in front of my microwave anymore. Right. Like there are things about the podcast that I feel like we've tried to do. Obviously we don't have like, unlimited funds right now to like optimize and make it like gorge, but we appreciate everyone who does listen. And I think it's been really cool to hear from like people in our lives who have people that listen, who reach out to the people, like to whoever the mutual person is in our life, and tell us about how much they love to listen. And like, I don't know, it's also really nice to hear what people want to hear on the podcast too. So if you ever have anything that you're like, I really want you to talk about X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, let us know.
We got a lot of, I really want you to talk about like the Knicks and the win and all of that. And so like, if there's things you want us to hear us, which we did talk about, but that was on the last episode. So apologies. But if there's ever anything you want to hear us talk about, even if it's just like a little nugget or like an article that you read, send it our way. We love you all. Very proud of us.
And I love you, Anne.
I love you too. I'm so glad we did this. How fun.
Me too.
Can I pivot?
Pivot.
Well, actually, what do you want to talk about first?
No, you go.
I was just going to say on a topic, not to get like a little serious at the beginning of the episode, but
we can be serious at the beginning of the episode. It's our podcast.
So true. We can do whatever the hell we want to do.
That's what I want to do.
We talked on the Lost episode about how take a shot every time we say Lost episode. We talked a lot about the like desperation for third spaces on the last episode, and how like important it is to I've just experienced in the last, I would say 2 months, just people like at jury duty who were forced into a third space, who like young people like loved being there a little too much.
What's a third space for those of us who don't know?
Thank you. So a third space, so your 2 primary spaces in this life in like a capitalist country are home and work. And when the argument that a lot of people are making is that sans technology, people were first forced into these third spaces where they would congregate around just like a shared hobby or a joy or a
like the Coliseum.
Right.
A joust.
For sure. And for kids, it's like soccer practice. And for college students, it's like
a frat party.
Oh no.
Oh, I was being serious.
Oh, it is. Or like a student org was what I was going to say. But like either. Totally. You and your elevated surfaces lately. Kate wanted to get on a bus after the Knicks one. yes, on.
Yeah, I was like suddenly like overtaken by the spirit of my 19-year-old sorority girl self, and I was like, I need to be on there. Anyway, continue.
Totally.
That was my third space.
Right. Was the mega bus after the next one. Right. But on that same note, I think a lot of young adults, post grad, not in a walkable city necessarily like they were when they were in college, or are, but don't have these outlets for like third spaces. And those third spaces are exactly what I just said, places that are not home and not work. And you can have fourth spaces too if you're so lucky and if you so choose. But the whole point of why I bring this up is because with AI and technology and all this stuff, people posit that like they're filling young adults are filling their third spaces, filling the time that they have to engage with third spaces with
like TikTok,
TV, doom scrolling, etc., which isn't a third space, but it sort of it doesn't give you the same benefits that a typical third space does: community, connection, conversation, meeting new people, dating,
but it like takes its place kind of.
Yeah, and it kind of feels like in the short term that like dopamine hit you get from scrolling feels like a third space, except that you're sitting on your couch at home and nothing's probably happening. So in your sort of like lived reality. And so when I was at jury duty, there were like some young people there, and at some point we'll talk about jury duty, but people at first I was like, oh wow, this was right before the Knicks playoff run. And I was like, oh wow, people are like really wanting to get to know each other. And like we came back a second day and people had walked there together who had met. And I was just kind of like, and then I got really dark about it because I was like, we are being forced to be here and people aren't that mad about it because we're starved for community and connection.
Right.
So
like it's literally illegal to not be there.
Right. Like you're literally, the government is forcing you to be there and people are like kind of loving meeting the other people that are being forced to be there. So I just had this moment of being like, holy shit, are we that starved of like interpersonal connection outside of home and work that we're like not that mad to be at jury duty?
Yeah.
And so as like the summer started and the Knicks and everything happened and you got like watch parties on the street and people just like hugging strangers and talking to, I had a whole conversation with this stranger in the coffee shop about how Trump was, the reason that the Knicks lost game 2 and game 3. And like, I don't know. It was just like a very interesting case study in like a city. I think Mom Donnie said it's like the biggest city felt like the smallest town ever.
Oh, I love that.
Throughout like the Knicks run. And I just thought it was interesting because I was like, I feel like it's been a long time that people have been united by joy, sheer joy, and like no one, I think I said this on the last episode, but like people could have chosen to sit on their couch and watch the Knicks game. That was not the vibe in New York City. No. You wanted to be outside. If you were the biggest basketball fan in the world, you found a bar that would have the volume on and you could hear everything and like watch every moment. But it wasn't, if you were into the Knicks, you probably weren't like you're inside by yourself.
Right.
And so I found that to be interesting. And I saw a TikTok last night that I sent you. I don't know if you watched it, but it was Ezra Klein talking about this opinion piece about how, sorry, I am going to get to my point and I want to hear your thoughts on it, but it's long-winded because the lost episode. I'm also just a long-winded person. But the point is this article was like, he was saying like that the Stephen Bartlett Diary of a CEO clip. Have you seen the clip where he says like, I had 3 glasses of wine and I hadn't drank in 4 years and it ruined the next 3 weeks of my life or whatever. Ezra is making, we're on a first name basis, is making the argument that like it ruined the next 3 days. To what end?
Right.
Like we are so obsessed with like optimization. Tinks talks about this all the time. What happened to just like having fun?
Yeah.
Like you're allowed to do things that aren't necessarily like at max productivity. We've become obsessed with being productive.
Yeah.
And I think it's like, well, then what's the point?
Right.
If you're optimizing so that you have more time to not do things that bring you joy and spend that additional free time optimizing your life more, that's freaky to me.
Yeah.
Like all the studies about happiness and joy have shown that it's about like day-to-day interpersonal interactions that allow you to sort of like take a load off, figure out what, you know, what we're all doing this for. And I just think it's been an interesting, I feel like for the first time in a long time, people have re-tapped into just like doing things because it's fun and it feels good and it brings out community, especially in New York recently.
Yeah, I agree. I also feel like part of it is just as you get older, like you become more of a creature of habit. And like, I mean, I'm 28 years old. I'm not old, but like I feel it happening to myself more than it did when I was 24, where like, I don't know, you have I feel like a lot of people find comfort in their routines. And so then the older you get, the more that like doing something that will mess up that routine. It's like this arbitrary thing, but it brings your brain comfort, I think. And so I think I've actually talked about this on the pod like a long time ago, but like I've been, especially when there's something like the Knicks, like being in the playoffs, winning the championship,
going to San Antonio.
Right. Like I've been trying to do things like if there's something I want to do or something that'll be fun or something that's like a once in a lifetime opportunity, like just doing it. And like, it's okay if you sleep until 1 p.m. the next day, which I did after the next one. Like that's fine. Like whatever. And I was like kind of tired this past weekend, which was the weekend after the next one. And I was being what I had defined as unproductive. Like I still was quite productive, but I was like, it's okay. Like you had this crazy few weeks where you were staying up till 1 a.m. every night on work nights because the Knicks were playing and you were like, and that's okay. Like I think about this a lot too, because I don't know. I just think sometimes I feel myself foregoing fun for the sake of routine. But it is such a fine line because like,
of course,
I don't know.
Routines are really good.
Right.
For when they need to be. But I think we've routined our leisure time.
It's interesting too, because I feel like a lot of I feel like there's been this shift in influencer culture too, where like when I was in college, you know, everyone was obsessed with like Kylie Jenner and like, I don't know.
She was like King Kylie, kind of crazy.
Yeah. And like lots of like Las Vegas, LA girlies who were like going out every night. And like, I don't know. I feel like influencers were
they had a little more whimsy.
Or just they were a little more like, I don't want to say rough around the edges, but like they were a little more like they were party girls.
Chaotic.
And I do feel like now, which like this is more my speed,
totally.
But like influencers are like, I love getting dinner at 5:30 p.m. and I love getting in bed at 7 p.m. and here's my 4:30 a.m. morning routine and like, and like again,
my 5 to 9 before my 9 to 5, which again,
I go to a 5 a.m. yoga class and I whatever, but like, and again, I love consuming that content, but yeah, I just feel like the type of aspirational lifestyle we see now is one that's very like
optimized.
Yes. And very routine focused. And I don't know. I feel like that's why people liked like Brat Summer so much.
100%.
It's a couple of years ago because Charlie was just like,
fuck it.
No, I want to go out to the club until 4 a.m. and like we're all going to do that and have fun.
I really
people needed that.
Yes. I really hope that the like World Cup, Knicks, like dancing in the streets vibe of New York City is the overcorrection that we're going to continue to see around like AI.
I hope so.
Because also the point that I thought was so interesting in this TikTok that I saw was like, what's the point of optimizing it all if not to give you more time to do the things
fun
that
stuff
you love and that bring you joy? I also, this is the last point I wanted to make about influencer. People like, there's been a lot of discourse online about how like people think that the next like era of influencing and of like marketing is going to be around just like, it's going to be much more casual and much more like sort of back to the way that things were then, like in the time you were just talking about. And they used Jordan's bag as an example, Jordan Wood's lucky bag, and how like she didn't try to create like all of these like crazy aesthetics around the bag. She instead was just like, if I don't bring this, they're going to lose.
Yeah.
And like, it's such a real feeling, like the superstition around it all. And like having all the people at the parade, like holding the bag, being like, oh my God, yay. Like, I just think as things get less and less real and there's like all this AI slop, it's going to be more important than ever to have that like authentic, like true human like experience with the way that things are like marketed and all that good stuff.
Totally.
So that's my little spiel.
Thank you for that spiel, Anne. Everyone should try to have a new third space this week.
And honestly, the first couple times you do it, it's like kind of electrifying.
Yeah.
Like this was so long ago now, if I'm being honest. It was for a toy drive for the holidays, but like volunteering.
Yeah.
It just, you meet people, you talk to people. Logan volunteers every Sunday and she's met like the coolest people. It just expands your world.
Totally.
And that's not to say that the internet doesn't. It's brought us this podcast and people listen and all of that. But I think anything in excess is never good. And I think my especially like core Gen Z has let tech fill that third space.
I also remember something someone said to me when I first moved to New York that really stuck with me is like, and I've probably also said this on the pod before, but like, if you're someone who's looking to date or looking to make new friends, like the best place, what?
Just it's your hand gesture.
Oh, that's my
Absolutely.
gesture to you?
Yes.
Dating episode soon.
Yeah.
She's going to kill me.
No.
If you're someone who's looking to date or to make new friends, the best place to do that is like somewhere where like going somewhere and doing something that aligns with your own interests and the things you like, because the people you meet there are also going to be interested in that thing. So if it's volunteering, if it's
running,
like a run club, if it's whatever, like that's the best place to meet like-minded people because you're all there because you're doing.
It's so true. And it's like, why do I go dancing in Brooklyn when I don't really love it?
I mean, you should go dancing in Brooklyn, to be clear.
No, absolutely. I don't think I'm finding my man at a rave. I don't go to rave.
That's okay.
Wait, I've also literally never been to a rave.
So you probably aren't finding your man at a rave.
Twins Lounge in Greenpoint, not a rave.
No.
My Logan would be. Anyway, yeah, no, you're right.
So yeah, anyway.
Third spaces are good for the soul.
I've always said that. I also do feel like this has been a little bit of like I just think new activities are really fun too. And I feel like this for us has been a little bit of like I mean, it's not a third space because we literally spend every second of every day together. So like, it's just us doing that.
And
in
we're
a different
quite
format.
literally physically in your home, but absolutely.
No, but you know what I mean? It's been a new activity and goal and challenge. And like, it's not a physical third space, but it's a thing we do outside of our social lives and outside of work.
Also,
and so,
it's been cool to learn how to like edit.
Yes. We know. So we've all this fucking equipment we never
Yeah.
had. We go to B&H Photo now and pick up different things.
We do.
So I would just also really, on this 1 year anniversary of our pod, I think we said this at the very beginning, but like, if you guys have something you want to do, you should do it. Like we were so nervous to start this and we're so happy we did. And it felt so scary in the beginning. And now it feels like just the least scary, most normal thing in the world.
It's also just
and
like,
it's fun.
It's fun. And I think we need to like bring back doing things that are fun. I agree. It's been really great. Go.
No, it's like this is another, say it with me. Pivot. Oh,
pivot. Thank you, Ross Geller.
I need to talk about the Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
No, absolutely.
And I'm sorry because I know you were just saying we don't need to fill our third spaces with reality TV. And unfortunately, I do that a lot.
I didn't say that.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't say that.
Because for me, that's like one of my primary third spaces.
No, absolutely.
But like, have you watched The Real Housewives of Rhode Island?
So I watched the first 2 episodes. I told you this. I can't, it's hard for me regardless. Like the first 3 seasons of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, I didn't know which one was Kim and which one was Kourtney. And they don't look that much alike.
Wait, I didn't know that.
I
fast forward 2 years, you have your your Peace Love Kardashian's Tumblr with 60,000 followers, but
Precisely.
I
But
just had to get over the hump.
absolutely. I watched 2 episodes, Kate. Like, I can't even begin to explain to you how much all of them look identical and how I don't know who is who.
You just have to lean into that because that's a thing everyone's experiencing. Andy actually just asked them about that on the reunion. He
But
was like,
but imagine how hard it would be for me.
imagine how tired we are.
No, literally.
I think,
Imagine how tired I am.
no, you get used to it.
Okay.
Annie, it is.
Wait, really?
Annie, first of all,
I mean, I trust you.
it is a perfect Housewives franchise. I have never experienced such a perfect season 1 of a Housewives show as well.
Wow.
Annie, it is everything
And more. I know Rula.
Rulala. There's Alicia. You'll love Alicia.
Who's the one who said, like, I hit him with my car?
Alicia.
Yeah, I love
And she's
her
always
already.
like, I need a cracker. I want a cracker.
I want a cracker. Wait, I was watching it the other day, and I don't remember if it was Logan or Rachel. Was like, I cannot believe that these people actually talk like this.
They have the most amazing accents you've ever heard. Let me tell you why I think it's perfect Housewives franchise. I
Go
also
on.
just want to say, like, Macklin does not watch the Housewives with me. He loves Vanderpump.
Yeah, he won't get into New Jersey.
But do you want to hear what he said to me last night?
Tell me.
So I got him hooked. I got him.
Was this the
hooked.
gateway drug?
This was the gateway drug, but I don't know if it's gonna be a gateway to other Housewives. I think it's just so good that he's into it. He also started watching on this like amazing episode where there's this like all-time Housewives fight where
Oh
one
my
woman
God.
calls another woman a slam pig.
Oh
like,
my
it's,
God.
It's like it's really good.
Wait, is it like, does it live up to like Table Flip Teresa, would you say?
No,
Okay.
but this franchise reminds me of Jersey. It's like Jersey adjacent.
She
Yes.
knows that's going to get me.
And Mac looked at me last night during the reunion. We were watching the first episode of the reunion, and he said,
Wait, the reunion's out?
Yeah, it was only like a 12 episode because it's the first season. They were only like 12 episodes.
They were just testing the waters.
Yeah, but it worked. Jump in, the water's fine. Mac looked at me and said, "This to me is approaching peak VPR levels."
What?
Uh-huh.
Which you know.
Which for Macklin Stern, that's the biggest compliment you could ever get.
I don't know if we've ever told people this. And like, I'm so sorry to blow up Mac's spot. I actually think we have said this. But Mac, if he's having like a bad day or like something has happened in the world or like it's the night before our half marathon or like
He had a
his
job interview and he needs to decompress.
his one true comfort episode of television is the Vanderpump Rules reunion.
The Scandival reunion.
Right. Which episode of it?
All.
Right.
He'll watch all 3. Like so I'll just come home and be like, I watched the Scandival reunion today. I'm like, I'm so glad that
How
you
many
have
times do you think he's watched it?
5, 6.
In all 3 episodes.
But anyway, Real Housewives of Rhode Island, they all know, a lot of them have known each other since birth.
Wait, yeah, I've heard there's like a very tight knit element to the franchise.
Which I think that's what makes it feel so much less like produced.
Right. It feels like,
They have these amazing accents.
because I think if you're gonna have a new franchise, they obviously want to be social media famous. They're obviously on the show for influence. However, because they all knew each other before, minus Ashley I do know that. It takes away a little bit of the
Like,
manufactured.
Doesn't
part.
feel as contrived. And also
Yeah.
like they have these really weird dynamics and like they know all this shit about each other and it's like it just
Is there
makes it
like
so much
open
better.
relation? So there's the one girl who lives in the house, but the guy's always gone,
because he has other girlfriends too.
and she knows that.
Yes. There's
Does she have boyfriends?
yes.
Okay, slay.
There's a woman whose husband is like very openly cheating on her, Rula, and she like the other women are trying to get her to know, but she's like denying it.
Is Rula the one who looks like strikingly like Dolores?
No, that's Liz.
God, Kate, I don't know that I can do.
You
can
can
you make me a chart?
Yeah, I can make you. I can make
you.
you a chart. It's also just like they're all like a lot of them have like a lot of money, which unfortunately is part of what makes a housewife show
course,
really good because
of
you
course.
want to be able to see these like crazy lifestyles,
Of course, and they have to be completely out of touch.
right? And also like Rhode Island, like this Alicia talks about how it was really hard for her family when she moved 15 minutes away.
No, absolutely.
Like, it's like this very like tight knit community. It's
Wait,
crazy
because it's a tiny, tiny, tiny place,
yes. Wow. And
and they like discriminate against people who aren't from there.
yes,
Ashley
yes, a little
had
bit.
a hard time. Like,
Yes, yes, because she's not actually from Rhode Island.
is
it's just-
Jared?
Jared is from Rhode Island. Yes,
So that's why they live there.
yes. it's just like amazing. You need to watch it. And they also like, they don't have, I don't know why. I think the casting was just amazing. They don't have, or most of them, I would say, don't have the same focus on how they're being perceived. Like, I think that's become the main issue with Housewives is they know they're just trying to get like brand deals on Instagram.
It was the biggest issue with the New York.
Right. Exactly. This is the opposite of that.
Okay.
Like they are so
like I'm so
unconcerned with like, at least in my opinion, like not just being totally themselves, and they're crazy, and I love them so much.
Okay, I'm gonna watch.
They're all like MAGA, which is not great.
Perfect.
But
is Ashley? Ashley's not.
Apparently, she like maybe is.
Oh, that's a big bummer alert.
So yeah, that was kind of my little like social media shout out of the day.
Thank you for bringing that up. Do you have anything to say about the end of the Summer House scandal? I don't.
No.
I mean, like
over it.
I do believe.
I love Lindsay Hubbard.
I was gonna say I do believe that Lindsay, without even trying, just secured potentially being Andy Cohen's replacement.
She should have done I said that to Mac after we watched it. Like, she should have done the whole reunion. We got more answers from Amanda. Mac made the point that like he was like, I don't know if Amanda would have ever said all of that in front of West and in front of everyone.
She also wouldn't have said that when she was on whatever.
That episode made it so clear to me that she was so on something in the reunion because she was so much more normal in the yeah. But I'm kind of done talking about Summer House.
I
love
also so
Sierra.
over West. Like, get away from me.
I never want to see him on my screen again.
Did you see the drama with Sierra and Candace?
Oh, Candace said she was rude to her or something.
Yeah, and Matt Rogers said on Radio Andy, he was like, give the girl a break.
Yeah.
She's been like
through a lot.
She's exhausted.
Yeah.
Let her just be.
Yeah.
But anyway, anything else you wanted to touch on before we go?
No, just thank you again, everyone, for listening. I am sad about our lost episode because we didn't talk about Tuki de la Creme.
No.
Google Tuki de la Creme and get back to me. But
yeah, because we did have a similar childhood.
Maybe I think we need to talk about that again on another episode, but it just felt disingenuous to repeat it.
Totally. Tune in for Tuki de la Creme x Wicca Mae DeSloan.
The dating episode that we've been promising for a year.
And a lot of fun, exciting things coming up, long story short, in general. But we love you all. Thank you, everyone who's been with us for the last year or so. We see those retention numbers, and we thank you all for your continued interest in hearing us just yap, yap, yap away. We love you.
Yeah,
I love you.
I love you too,
Happy
Anne.
birthday to Long Story Short.
Happy birthday to Long Story Short.
I'm so glad we did this. I'm going to cut out half of the happy birthday in the beginning because I don't want this episode to get taken down.
Sounds amazing.
And that's on copyright
That'd
infringement.
be a sad first birthday present.
That would be really sad. I love you all. I love you. Bye.